Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through a box of vintage collectibles I bought from auction for $75 with commission. So here we have like a sort of a camera, for camera, exit sign, which is really a garage show item. This is some part of a camera part, don't know what that's from. This is an interesting thing. It's like a yo-yo, but it's an Oreo. It's an Oreo, so it's like a yo-yo. That's probably vintage. Another camera, which is not really much value. It's got $2 on it. Another camera, Hanamax, which has got a price tag of $5. That's a lot of rubbish really too. Garage show or maybe something item. Got some magazines here. That's a modern magazine. It's not that old actually. From one from the Queen. That's an old vintage one from '93 with Diana on it. And another New Idea from 1978. That's an old one. That's a Def Leppard one. That's a heavy metal. That looks quite interesting. Here's some more magazines again from Diana. So probably a royal person, you know, who likes royal ephemera, they would like this type of stuff. Don't know how old they are. Oh, here we have an old, this is what sort of piqued my interest in this box. These old patches, they look like from the 80s, well, they're obviously from the 80s, but I've never seen them like with the photograph on the patches. So these are the ones that are very interesting. That's why I went for them. Oh, that's another one from the 80s. That's actually a Culture Club one. Oh, here's another one. Oh, and another one. That's these where actually the money could be in the box. These vintage 80s music patches. Here we have an old Woman's Weekly with Charles on it. What date is it? 1974. That's pretty old. Look how big it was. An old plaster dog, which, you know, is pretty chipped and that, so it's not really worth a lot. This is an old thing. It's not very old, I don't think. This is modern. This is like an old, I think it's an old telescope in the box. So that's maybe a $10 item or something. And we've got some more magazines to go through. Lord, there's a lot of magazines. Women's Weekly. That's when Charles and Diana got married. Brooke Shields, that's another vintage one. The Bicentennial, that's 1988. Women's Weekly, it's not very old. That's 2002. And that's a Charles and Diana royal wedding posters. So this must be from their wedding when they got married in, this is quite interesting. Probably a royal person would like this type of thing. So that's Charles and Diana in 1981 wedding souvenir. That's quite good. Now we're coming to some patches again. Oh, here's one from, this is what I actually went for the box lot for, these patches. Buddy Holly. Michael Jackson, another one. The Rolling Stones. Discharge, the heavy metal band. Oh, another one from Michael Jackson. So there's quite a lot of patches, and some of these patches could be worth like $15, $20 each. Another one from Culture Club from the 80s. And here's a Kiss one, which I don't know, sure if it's modern or not. It looks very good condition, but I think it is a vintage one. Black Sabbath. That's another heavy metal one. And Gold Coast. That's a different mix. That's Queensland. That's an old vintage one too. Some brushes which got no really, a couple, maybe $1 or $2. some Chinese or Japanese brushes. Don't know what they're used for. There's one from Flinders Rangers, netball 1982. Some of those car ones again. There's a crow. Not sure if it's a crow. There's another car. Little plane. Another car. See, some of these don't look as old as this. And here's another one here, a wise old owl. And an old South Australia Premier's reading challenge. I don't know what that is, some sort of. There's an old postcard in here. That looks like some type of part in England. Great Britain, yeah, England. Oh, that's an old Woman's Weekly one. That's from what year is it? 1975. That's pretty old. That's a bit out of my genre. Oh, look at all this stuff. There's a Woman's Weekly one. It's a bit had it, so I don't even know if that can be saved. So I'm getting down to the bottom of the box. Another Women's Weekly one, which is pretty had it. It's got some staining on there, so I'll probably chuck that out. Wouldn't even keep that. On the bottom of the box, oh look, there's a Philips top flash. Oh, the little, you know, for the little cameras. They used to flash up on the top. These are quite, if you're a camera, they used to go on top of the camera, and they used to flash each time you take a photo. I'm looking down the bottom here. I can see a couple badges and a lot of stamps. Oh, here's something. Here's a bunch of key rings to wherever, I don't know. Crocodile on it. What's that? Looks like an old fort. Some sort of a fort from someone's keys to wherever, I don't know. So mainly it's really just some stamps, and I really don't know what I'll do with these. There's another little badge. I don't know what that's, probably modern. Really it's just, I'd probably put them in a bag and in one of those sandwich bags, go through and put them in the sandwich bag, and then just sell them in a garage sale for a couple dollars of stamps. Thanks for watching. If there's anything in there you remember, just comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this vintage box lot with me today. Thank you.